YouTube, what's going on? Andrew Darling here, Mr. Darling 4. Guys, I've been on an iPhone for a while. I went and bought an Android phone, and I'm really excited to use it. No, that's not an Android phone. That's the iPhone 8 with the skin on it. I had the iPhone 10 for a while. I went back to the iPhone 8. I'm doing a video about that. I had it narrowed down to like 3 phones. I was going to either get the Pixel 2, the regular one, because I like smaller phones, the OnePlus 5T, which is just a OnePlus legacy thing. I had the OnePlus One for a long time. I decided against that because it was just too big. I didn't want to go with the big phone. So my choice really left me with one. I wanted an Android flagship phone that's tiny. The S8 would have probably fit that mold. I had the G6 for a while. It was also just too big. So I went with the only one out there, the Sony Xperia XZ1 Compact. So if any of you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know a couple years ago I tried to give the Z5 Compact a try. The Z3 Compact was amazing except for the front-facing camera. It was trash. And the Z5 was the absolute worst experience I've had with a cell phone, period. Since smartphones came out, worst experience at all, period. So I'm giving Sony another try here. I've seen some pretty decent reviews of this, the XZ1 Compact. I went to my local Best Buy and I was able to pick it up. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna unbox it and set it up and give you guys my initial thoughts. Here we go. So here it is, Sony Xperia XZ1 Compact. I got keys on me. Let's fire this bad boy up real quick. I say fire it up. Well, we'll open it up, see what's in the box. Like I said, this is the US version, so one huge downside that I'm already aware of, no fingerprint scanner. So that's embarrassing, I think, on Sony's part. But you open it up here, we have the box, we have the phone. So we'll set this to the side. Let's see what else is in here. You have the tray. Set this up here so we can see everything as it comes out. And then you have a packet, a pretty thick packet. We have a regular Qualcomm fast charging power brick here. We also have some Sony headphones. So that's nice. That's not too bad at all. We'll set those back in there. Now let's see what's in this big spot here. All right. Oh, this actually completely opens up, so let's do that. And looks like here is our USB cord. And it is a USB Type-C to enable that fast charging. So actually I will pull that completely out here when I do get to charging the device. Sony US guideline. So let's go ahead and get to the device. We'll get this closed back up really quickly. And get over here to the device. So move this and let's do the all-time satisfying feel. Ooh. So first feeling here, okay, it gives you the different plug-in stuff here. So you want to use the USB Type-C, not a micro USB. And then as you get a little bit closer here, you just see your dual SIM card tray. That's your micro SD. There's your #1 SIM card slot. So we'll pull that off. And off the bat, I really like the feel. I like the size of the device. I am going to put a SIM card in it here before I get into it too much further. So we'll just do a quick overview. It is smaller than the iPhone 8. This is a D-brand skin. It's called Dragon Skin or something like that. But I'm really sort of digging the size difference here. So it's a little bit shorter. Let's see if it's any thicker. It is. It does feel a little bit. Actually, no. It's a little bit skinnier than the iPhone. You can see I'm touching the iPhone here. So not the most scientific part right there. It does have a headphone jack. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Sony coming through in the clutch with a headphone jack. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a SIM card in it real quick. We'll get it fired up and then we will come right back. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and fire it up for the first time. Here's your power button here. One thing I have always liked about Sony phones is the dedicated camera button that you have over here. So that's just something I really like. This is supposed to be a really wide angle front-facing camera, 8 megapixels, and we can go over some of the stuff here that's on the box as it's booting up. 19 megapixel motion eye rear camera, 8 megapixel front, 4.6 inch display, USB Type-C, 2700 milliamp hour battery, along with the Snapdragon 835, 32 gigs of storage, 4 gigs of RAM. But this is kind of how it starts. So yes, we're aware of all this. We'll keep going. And let's not help Sony that much. So Sony's always had this really interesting ding sound when you go through and touch on stuff. But let me log in here really quick. All right, so we're logging in, but Sony's always had this really cool like dink, dink sort of noise when we're going through. Now it is supposed to have Android 8.0 Oreo. I'm pretty sure that update is actually going to hit here rather quickly. So let me get some of this stuff logged in and I will be right back. So when you go through the setup, of course you put your account in first, and then it actually sets up Google Assistant for you if you want to use that. So I do have some Google Home Mini devices in my home. Also, I use Google Assistant quite a bit on my iPhone. It is actually one of the apps I have out. I don't tend to have more than one home screen, so I have it over here. But you are able to set it up, and now it's just going through the process right now of downloading all the apps from the Play Store. There were 21 of them that needed to be updated. But I mean, we'll go through and we'll go update all this fun stuff here that I haven't used an Android phone for a while, really since I sold my my G6 and my LG G Pad X 8.0 tablet or whatever. But it also looks like I have an update here as well. There's some software update there. I want to actually go into settings really quickly and look and see in the... So obviously this is the first time I've played with an Android phone in a while, which for those of you that have been following this channel for a while know that that's odd for me, considering that when I first started this channel, everything was Android. So we'll go through here and look, it's already actually on Android 8.0. So it's on the latest software already, as you can see right here. So actually, let me see here. So there's the model. What does this do? Oh, now we're a developer. I just made the L pattern because why not? So now I'm a developer. No, don't need to do that. Just give me something to do. Ooh, it's an O. Haven't played with an Android phone in so long, I don't know what's going on. Ooh, press and hold. What is that? That is weird. Oh, you can move him. Oh, okay, that's kind of freaky. Definitely cool, though. Okay, that's enough monkeying around. I'm gonna go ahead and get this all set up with all my apps and whatnot and play with it a little bit and check some stuff. Check some stuff as it relates to camera and whatnot. And I'm sure I'll do a comparison video between the Sony Xperia XZ1 Compact and the iPhone 8, because these are pretty much the only flagship phones you can get generally this size. So we'll see what happens. This has pretty much been my unboxing and initial impressions of that Sony Xperia XZ1 Compact. It already feels like a better experience than the last one I had with Sony. So we'll see how this goes. We'll talk to you soon.